Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. As part of my last delivery product unboxing a couple days ago, I got Sherman Leader from DVG. As you can see, it's a little bit dinged up, but that's nothing a little tape can't fix. In this video, we're going to crack the box open and see what we've got in here. It's also supposed to include the Tiger Leader upgrade kit, so we'll find out if it does include that and what's all in there. But let's take a look at the back of the box first. Panzers, fire. Sherman Leader places you in command of United States combat vehicles and infantry units in the most decisive campaigns of World War II. You select the tanks, vehicles, infantry, and commanders to lead into battle at the start of each campaign. As the destruction of battle takes its toll on your command, you make the decisions needed to continue the fight. You must decide which men to send on leave and which to send back to the front. You must make the hard choices that will lead your men to victory or defeat. Sherman Leader includes 9 campaigns: North Africa 1942, Italy 1943, Battle of the Bulge 1944, Normandy 1944, and again, I think that's a typo, Market Garden 1944, Race to Berlin 1945, Philippines 1942, Okinawa 1945, and Saipan 1944. Your units include several models of Shermans, Pershings, M3 half-tracks, Wolverines, Hellcats, self-propelled artillery, scouts, armored cars, rifle squads, anti-tank teams, mortar teams, machine gun teams, and more. Sherman Leader is a solitaire game. You command the American forces and make historically accurate decisions, while the built-in game system generates the battles and controls the German and Japanese forces. You play the game at your own pace, whenever and wherever you choose. Sounds really cool. Let's crack the box open and see what we've actually got in here. Alright, we're greeted by the cards. Looks like we've got German battalion in here. Looks like these are all the German cards. Came with the World War II Tank Leader Commander Cards expansion pack. So I might have a double of this. In fact, I'm actually pretty sure I've got a double of this one. But nothing we can do there. The tiles in Sherman Leader. We've also got the tank tile. We've also got the Tank Leader terrain pack. So we've got all the tiles in there. I was going to say, there should be arrows in here denoting what's what, and there is. Okay. So we can put those off to the side. We've got this presumably is going to be the events and the campaigns. We'll take a quick look at this. Yep, looks like we've got we've got the German campaigns, the Japanese battalion, objectives. Yep, Japanese battalions. Japanese campaigns, objectives, special conditions. Wonder why some of these are sleeved and others not. That's actually kind of irritating. But it's nothing I can't fix with my mountain of sleeves that I've got. Then we've got our commanders, which look to be infantry and light armor. We'll have one for each level, presumably. More light armor. Another couple of terrain cards, or another couple of terrain tiles. Unit cards, including the year of service and the numbers so we can identify them. Rulebook, which we'll give our cursory thumb through to. We've got our units along with our dice in here. We've got a D6 and 2 D10. Those are probably all going to be pulled out for special bagging, because those will need to go in a chit pull cup. Then we've got all the units. That's actually not a terrible idea. I might have to give my Tiger Leader a double tray treatment. Then we're starting to get into our boards. There's our quick reference stuff there. You can bring that out of the way. Then we've got our full-size board. For a DVG board, that actually, let me move that light out of the way. For a DVG board, that's actually not terrible. They're usually known for, you can see the rule book up here as well. But as I was saying, the DVG boards are typically have a lot of glare to them, so that's going to be something we need to keep an eye on. And there's more stuff in here, some of which doesn't come with the, doesn't actually come officially with the game. Okay, so we've got Sherman cards on the front. This might be for the Tiger Leader upgrade, but I'm not sure about that. Got more forces. Wonder if this might have been for an active campaign? Maybe, I don't know. This is either for an active campaign or maybe for part of the Tiger Leader upgrade. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, we also got some player aids that I was looking at printing off the Geek. Now I won't have to. So this is one of the player aids that I had a hand on. Then reference on what the chits actually, what the move orders actually do, what the chits actually do when you pull them out. Got an attack sequence, we got an attack sequence and how the counters work. We've got player movement as well. Then we've got a sequence of play, movement aid, and combat aid. This was another thing I was going to have to print off the Geek, but now I won't have to. Sequence of play. Looks like a very condensed rules of the... Looks like a very condensed rules. Sequence of play. Okay, that's going to make my life very easy when I go to learn this game. Then we've got the errata sheet. Like I said, I don't think this came with the official copy. And we've got the other errata sheet. Okay, cool. Looks like there's a little bit more in here. So we'll take a look at that. We've got a very glossy player log sheet, which of course is not double-sided. But we've got several copies of the player log sheet. So that's actually very cool. I'm glad we've got a bunch of blanks in here. I was trying to find a blank sheet from DVG, but for some annoying reason, because it's not in stock, DVG doesn't have the... Because it's apparently not in stock with DVG, they don't actually have the files available for download, which is really irritating. Especially if you find a game on the Geek and you can't get at the files because they don't... If you can't get at the official files because DVG doesn't have it in stock, that's actually very irritating to me. We can start getting this back in the box. Then we'll give the rule book our cursory thumb through. So let's bring the rule book in shot. We'll zoom in on that. That should do. Not a big rule book, 23 pages. Okay. All the campaign setup stuff. Okay. Looks like everything's fairly straightforward. If you've played any games in the Leader series, it looks like you should pick this up pretty quickly. I'm looking forward to getting this one on the table as well. And also, I think my collection's at a pretty good place in terms of the Leader games. I've got two air games now. I've got Zero Leader and I've got Hornet Leader. I've got two Sea Leader games, Spruance Leader and U-Boat Leader. I might be open to getting Gato Leader at some point, just so I have Sub Leader on each side of the on each side of Europe, essentially. So I've got the Germans in the Atlantic and the US in the Pacific. That's not something I think I have to do right away, though. And then this will give me both the Tank Leader games, Tiger Leader and Sherman Leader. So now I can play both sides of that, depending on which side I'm in the mood for. So always more options equals more good. And the campaign, some optional rules, and a sample game. Okay. All right. And that's very nice. So we'll zoom this back out. I'll work everything back into the box. He had it in here that everything was able to close nice and neat. Hopefully I can get that reset. That's not going to close with the tiles like that, though. I'm trying to remember how he did this. I think he had the trays on the bottom. He did something like that. Probably fanned these out. Well, clearly I'll have to figure out new storage for this, but especially if I want this box to be able to close. That's not going to close. Well, I think that's as good as it's going to get right now while I fiddle around with it. But that's everything in the box for Sherman Leader. But as far as what's coming up on the channel is concerned, tomorrow I'm going to be debuting another baseball game on the channel as we play Inside Pitch Baseball. Wednesday we'll be playing Marvel Champions. Tomorrow and Tuesday nights as well, I'll be live with Jester and Higher Ground Gaming on Jester's channel as we continue our top 100 board games of all time. Sunday will be at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Tuesday will be at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So come on by, say hi, and continue following along with our lists. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.